Senate Republicans are racing to get President Trump's massive budget bill over the finish line before their July 4th deadline. This is a live look at Capitol Hill for you this morning. Meanwhile, the House Rules Committee is meeting this afternoon to consider the White House rescissions package. Let's bring in Siobhan Hughes now. She's a Capitol Hill reporter with the Wall Street Journal. Good morning to you, Siobhan. Some Republicans are worried about this rescissions package ahead of this expected vote this week. What more can you tell us about that?
So a couple of things are at play here. The one we've heard most about is the cuts that would target public broadcasting, because that would mean cuts for outlets like NPR, PBS. And some of these Republicans say that would affect people in their districts. Mike Simpson of Idaho, for example, concerned about rural areas. Mark Amodei of Nevada. But it's not clear that their concerns are going to translate into a rejection of this rescissions package outright. So it's very much going to be a test of whether or not the Republicans are going to stay in line behind their president in spite of some of their own reservations. It does also, though, kick off a much larger debate. Remember, this rescissions package is something that, in essence, is the Trump administration complying with the law, saying, yes, we understand we have to go to Congress if we want to claw back money. There is a play to be made after this, which is maybe just going around Congress altogether.
Interesting. And if we think back to before everything unfolding in LA, we were focusing a lot on Elon Musk saying he disagreed with the budget bill, encouraging Republicans to change it. Where do things stand now?
The budget bill, we're talking about the big, beautiful bill.
Yes, the
Trump's
overall
agenda.
package, yeah.
And so where this stands right now is we're very much where we have been, where Republicans on the Senate side are really pulling and tugging, trying to get that bill going in their direction. A contingent of conservatives still fighting for deeper cuts in ways that would target programs like Medicaid, for example. On the other side, people very much trying to protect their home state interests. Some of the cuts to the food program that would force states to pick up more of the tab. That is something that is very much in play. And so this is very much unresolved. And while Majority Leader John Thune would like for a version of this package to be totally released this week, it's not clear the Republicans are going to be able to meet that deadline because of differences within their own conference.
And it impacts just about everybody, so we'll keep watching this closely. Siobhan Hughes, thanks for joining us from Washington.